Hello, this is Joanne Marie Rumford. I'm doing this video in my apartment in Port Huron, Michigan. And tonight, it's evening now. It's Monday, July 21st, 2025. And I'm tried to take a nap today about 2:50 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And there were a bunch of crows outside. I didn't see them, but I heard them cawing, and they were coming from like the sound was coming from like the southwest side near Sanborn Park in Port Huron, and so I couldn't sleep, so I got up from my bed and came out in the living room and looked outside and went down to the corner of the sidewalk here where apartments are and looked over there in the trees to see if I could see the crows, because there were a lot of them. It sounded like there was a lot of them cawing, and they weren't out front, but tonight they were. There was one on the street light here in front of my apartment, and then it flew over to the tree. I got some photos of it, so I'll show you the photos of it now. I took 6 photos on my computer. I put it on my computer. There's one, and there's 2 and 3, and now the crow is gone to the tree east of my apartment, and you could barely see him up there. It's in the tree somewhere. So anyways, they just been hanging around all day today, cawing, making that sound. So I'll take you outside here. It's going on 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So here's the street light that the crow was on right there, and it flew over to that tree that's looking east. And over here to the southwest is where I heard the crows. And Sanborn Park is right there. Over there, that's looking south right there. There's the street light again. There's south and southwest. So they were crowing a lot over there today around 2:50 p.m., but they could have been crowing, cawing longer, but I can't remember when I first heard them. They could have been cawing today, this morning, but they were really making a lot of noise. So I thought I'd do this video because, we're forested around here. There's a lot of forests and parks around here in Port Huron, Michigan. So whenever there's the one time there was a deer walking down the street, this is years ago, out front, and I heard that deer used to congregate in the Sanborn Park. So if the deer can congregate together, these birds can, like the crows. So I thought I'd do this video because, and there's my bird, my Julius there in his cage. And he was quiet today. He didn't make a noise at all. So that's the story of the crows today outside cawing. I'll show you the picture of it again. Right there. I think I could zoom in. Right there. Okay, so that's the story of the crows cawing today, making the cawing sounds. in Port Huron, Michigan, around 2:50 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And it's going on 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Daylight Time now on Monday, July 21st, 2025. And I did get a picture of the crow, probably one of them today, that was cawing and on the street light out front. So anyways, I'll say goodbye. Have a nice week. Take care. Bye.